Again, my name is Kim Whitmore, and I'm here to present to you on using YouTube in community health education and practice. I have a husband and my beautiful new baby who I love to show off anytime I can. So that is Quentin, my 7-month-old. I'm very proud of him. Everywhere I go except here. Although I'm heard people say they wish you came. A little bit about you guys. I'm wondering how many here are academic teachers, faculty, and how many are public health department nurses and students, and anyone I missed? I pretty much covered them. School nursing, travel health, tribal health. Okay, anyone else? All right, well, welcome. I'm really excited to be here today to talk to you about this topic. A little bit about why I'm here. This kind of started with a casual conversation with a faculty member from another institution, and we're sharing ideas back and forth about what we do in our community health class. And I was telling her about how I use YouTube, and she was just so fascinated. She wanted me to present this to the SWEET group, which is the Southeastern Wisconsin LEAP Project Coalition that I'm a part of. And so I did an informal presentation to them on what we do in my classroom, and they all loved it and said, you should present at the conference. So I submitted my abstract, and here I am today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned a lot from this presentation. So what is YouTube? How many of you have heard of YouTube? How many of you have watched a video on YouTube? How many of you have posted your own video on YouTube? How many of you use YouTube in your practice? Couple of hands. Okay, great. Well, for those of you, it sounds like everyone knows what YouTube is, but it's the world's largest video community. You can post and share and browse through videos online. It's a free program, so if you don't have an account, you get an account for free, or you can just browse as a guest. You don't need to sign up for anything to view the videos. So just a little bit about what it is. And why use YouTube? Well, some of the reasons that I thought about using YouTube was it's a great audio visual. Everyone always tries to incorporate audio visuals in their lectures, or their meetings, or presentations, or whatever they do. So this is just another form of multimedia that you can use as a tool. Plus, there's lots of great resources on YouTube. There's some not so great resources, as many of you watch those hilarious videos with crazy things happening, which we shouldn't mention here. But there's a lot of really great, valuable, very appropriate, very professional videos on YouTube that I'm going to show you some in a few minutes. And the best thing is they're available instantly, anywhere you have internet access, and they're free. How many of you who teach have paid $500 to $1,000 on a video for your classroom that you show once a year that is outdated in 5 years or less? Okay? This is free, and it's current, and it's up to date, and there's so much out there that you can use, and it's available to everyone. So I really encourage you to browse and look for things that you haven't. And one of the biggest reasons that I use it is it really is just kind of a new, innovative way to really engage that younger generation of learners in my classroom. It keeps them interested, they get to do projects with YouTube. They think it's a lot more fun than writing a paper or submitting a presentation. They get to create YouTube videos, so they think it's really kind of fun. So the first way that I use YouTube is through a project. Instead of doing a windshield survey paper or presentation, I had my students create a windshield survey video that they created into YouTube and posted online. You could do this with your public health department for projects to showcase your expertise or special programs you have. And the best thing about these projects is, unlike a paper that most people aren't going to want to sit and read a 10-page paper about something that you did, you can email a link to someone, you can share it with different schools, different health departments, the community, the general public. Anyone that has email, you just shoot them off the link and they can view it instantly. What my students have found most valuable is the Windows Movie Maker. It's the most compatible program. It's pretty standard on most new computers, but there are other programs you can use to put together the videos, and it's actually pretty easy. It's very user-friendly. Is there anyone that's made one that can vouch for that? Is it pretty easy? Has anyone made one? Nobody? Okay. But there are sometimes some technical difficulties, so make sure you're using your IT department if having difficulties. And I'll go through some more troubleshooting in a minute. And because this is such a short time, I can't show you all my great YouTube videos here, but you're going to get the links to these so you can watch them. But the assignment examples I have an example of my students who did a windshield survey on Germantown. So they have like German music actually in the background, and there's pictures all through Germantown, and they talk about the pros and cons and their suggestions for improvements in Germantown. And then this video is on culturally competent care. It's not done by my students, some other students at another school did this, and it shows how really hilarious bad examples of non-culturally competent care. So it's kind of an over-the-top video, but it really gets the point across. So you guys can view those later since we don't have a whole lot of time. But I will show you some videos, so don't worry. Another way that I use YouTube in my classroom is through public service announcements. I don't know if you've ever seen a public service announcement on YouTube, but there's thousands of them out there. And many of them relate very specifically to community health issues. And what the public service announcements do is it not only helps introduce the topic in kind of a catchy, quick little way, it stimulates discussion about different issues, but it also shows the importance of public service announcements to the students. And you guys that are in practice can also create your own sort of public service announcements, even if you don't have the money to broadcast them on TV or on the radio. Post them for free on YouTube and send them out to the community. You'll be surprised how fast those things get around. I think my one student's windshield survey has like 1,000 hits on it. 1,000 people have watched their windshield survey. So, and that's without them promoting it also. People will see these videos that you put up there. And then I'm going to just show you an example of one of my favorite ones on the next page. So these are some of the topics that I use in my classroom to introduce issues on shaken baby syndrome, elder abuse, domestic violence, child abuse, and date rape. So the first one I'm going to show you is my shaken baby one that I share, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of the volume goes up on here. So as you can see, that's a pretty powerful way to introduce shaken baby to a classroom or a community or a group. And it also stimulates a lot of discussion about what are some of the key factors related to shaken baby. We can see it was a male. Most shaken baby cases are done by the father or male partner of the mother. So it just really helps stimulate a lot of discussion. Let me see. Okay. And then, I'll stay here on this one. Another thing that I just found is the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announced beginning of the summer a YouTube video contest. So this is from the U.S. Department of Humans and Health and Human Services. And yesterday was the deadline for submission, but you could have submitted a YouTube video and earned airtime on national television and money for the best YouTube video related to prevention of the flu. So it's kind of neat that even our government is getting involved in using YouTube. So, I'm not crazy to use YouTube.